The Galactic Empire prided itself on being the most advanced civilization in the known universe. Their fleets spanned the stars, their armies conquered planets with ease, and their technology was unmatched. At least, that's what they believed, until they encountered humanity. The humans were a relatively new addition to the galactic stage, barely a blip on the Empire's radar. Their homeworld, Earth, was considered insignificant. A small, resource-poor planet in an unremarkable star system. They were dismissed as tiny creatures by the Empire, both figuratively and literally. After all, humans were physically smaller than most of the Empire's species and lacked the cybernetic enhancements or telepathic abilities that defined many of the galactic elite. So when the humans refused the Empire's demand for tribute, it was considered a laughable act of defiance. The Emperor himself declared, "Let them learn the price of insolence." A fleet of 10 Imperial dreadnoughts, accompanied by thousands of smaller ships, was dispatched to Earth. The Empire expected an easy victory. They were wrong. The first sign that something was amiss came when the Imperial fleet arrived in Earth's solar system. As they approached the planet, their advanced scanners began malfunctioning. Imperial technicians worked furiously to diagnose the problem, but they were baffled that humans had somehow created a field of electromagnetic interference that rendered the Empire's systems nearly useless. How is this possible? Admiral Xarin growled, his 6 eyes narrowing as he stared at the static-filled screens. Their technology is supposed to be primitive. The answer came moments later in the form of a coordinated missile barrage. The humans had launched hundreds of projectiles from what appeared to be orbital platforms and planetary silos. The missiles were small and relatively simple by galactic standards, but they were fast and equipped with advanced targeting systems that exploited the Empire's sensor blindness. Several Imperial frigates were destroyed before the fleet's shields could be raised. The dreadnoughts, larger and better protected, managed to withstand the initial assault, but the attack had caught them off guard. "Admiral, we're detecting additional projectiles," a lieutenant reported, and multiple heat signatures approaching from the dark side of the moon. Admiral Xarin's mandibles clicked in frustration. "Launch fighters and prepare for close combat. These humans will regret this insult." On Earth, General Arya Patel watched the battle unfold from the command center deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. The humans had known the Empire would come. Their refusal to pay tribute had been a calculated risk, a message to the galaxy that humanity would not be subjugated. "Phase 1 is a success," Patel said, her voice calm but her eyes steely. "Activate the Artemis Array." High above Earth, a network of stealth satellites powered up. These satellites had been humanity's best-kept secret, a testament to their ingenuity and determination. The Artemis Array emitted focused energy beams that disrupted the Empire's communications and targeting systems even further, sowing chaos among their ranks. The Empire's fighters, unable to coordinate properly, became easy targets for Earth's own fleet of drones and piloted spacecraft. These ships, though smaller and less advanced than the Imperial vessels, were faster and more maneuverable. They darted through the chaos, picking off enemy ships one by one. On board the Imperial flagship Obsidian Claw, Admiral Xarin's frustration turned to unease. The humans were not fighting like a primitive species. Their tactics were unorthodox, their strategies unpredictable. Worse, they seemed to anticipate the Empire's every move. "Admiral, we've lost contact with the Crimson Fang and the Void Reaper," a communications officer reported. "Our fleet is in disarray." Aaron clenched his clawed hands. "Order all ships to regroup and focus fire on their orbital defenses. We will overwhelm them with sheer force." But as the Imperial fleet shifted its focus, the humans unveiled their next surprise. From the surface of Earth, massive railguns fired projectiles at incredible speeds. These kinetic weapons struck with devastating force, piercing even the thick hulls of the Imperial dreadnoughts. The Obsidian Claw itself shuddered as one of the projectiles grazed its side, leaving a deep scar. What kind of species develops weapons like these? Xarin muttered, his voice tinged with disbelief. Back on Earth, General Patel allowed herself a small smile. The railbends had been a gamble, but they were paying off. Still, she knew the battle was far from over. Prepare the Daedalus contingency, she ordered. If they're not willing to retreat, we'll show them what humanity is truly capable of. In orbit, a human ship unlike any other activated its engines. The Daedalus was a prototype, a blend of human ingenuity and reverse-engineered alien technology. It had been humanity's ace in the hole, a weapon of last resort. With its advanced cloaking systems, the Daedalus slipped past the Imperial fleet unnoticed. Its target, the Obsidian Claw. Admiral Saren barely had time to react when the Daedalus decloaked and fired his payload. The human ship had been equipped with experimental plasma torpedoes, far more powerful than anything the Empire had encountered before. The Obsidian Claw was struck directly, its shields overloaded in an instant. The flagship's hull buckled and split apart, and a series of secondary explosions tore through its interior. Saren was thrown from his command chair as the bridge collapsed around him. His last thought before darkness claimed him was a bitter realization. The Empire had underestimated humanity. The destruction of the Obsidian Claw sent shockwaves through the Imperial fleet. Without their flagship and its admiral, the remaining ships faltered. Many attempted to retreat, only to be intercepted by human forces. Others surrendered outright, unwilling to face annihilation. On Earth, cheers erupted in the command center. General Patel, however, remained composed. "Send a message to the survivors," she said. "Tell them to return to their emperor with this warning. Humanity will not be conquered. If they come for us again, we will not show mercy." In the days that followed, the galaxy watched in stunned silence as news of the Empire's defeat spread. The idea that a tiny species like humanity could defeat the mightiest force in the universe was almost beyond belief. Yet the evidence was undeniable. On Earth, humanity celebrated its hard-won victory, but they also prepared for the future. They knew the Empire would not forget this humiliation, but humanity was no longer afraid. They had shown the galaxy what they were capable of, and they were just getting started.